Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Pharaoh. Welcome back to the channel, and this is kind of part 2 of the summoning video. This is where all those juicy legendaries and LDs and all the other stuff is going to be summoned. But, you know, just to recap the first video, if you haven't watched that, definitely go check that out. It is about an hour long, but I get some pretty decent summons in here, I think. So I got Okeanos, I got 2 of the whatever, Monster Berry, Hollyberry thing, Water Hollyberry, Wind Hollyberry. This guy has followed me through every account that I've ever had. I've always said a Water Monkey King. I don't know why. Somehow I got 2 Bastets. I was really happy about getting 1. I don't think that I can use 2 of them though. And then I got him as well. So yeah, we'll just hop right back in. I got a bunch of the new stuff as well, the cookies. I just need 1 of the 4-star water cookies. So today we're actually going to start out with the scroll here. So there's really only 2 things that I want from here. I mean, I haven't read all the monster skills for like the LDs and whatever, but the espresso cookie looked totally disgusting busted at this is kind of cool too, but this thing seems totally broken, like just completely insane broken. And then again, I wanted this one too, so hopefully we can get this one from here. But yeah, this is gonna be quite a long video. Again, it's probably gonna be another hour. Because I am summoning the stones, I'm summoning these, you know, just a bunch of stuff. So definitely get yourself settled in, and let's go. Not the right color. That's strange. I already got it and still did the. Oh, maybe it's because it's from the specific scroll that it showed that strange little text area. Okay, we hit 1 there, and we're going to keep the rate on until we get that the water 4-star little knight looking thing. But yeah, I mean, Bastet was definitely at the top of the list, and with her, like, she just opens up so much. I said that in the last video, but like Bastet is really, really super an amazing unit, like gonna completely change the way that I do rift raids. Cool. And also going to change, I mean, PvP for me too. I mean, I can make her fast and do her as a booster instead of Bernard, who hilariously I've had this account for 265 days now, I think, and then my Bernard I've never skilled on my Bernard, so kind of strange there. Okay, this is my 10th of this one, I think, of the fire one. If I am not mistaken, I really just want the water one, and then I can turn these rates off. I don't care too much about the Hollyberry cookies or the other 5-star unit. I don't want the fire one anyway, of the Hollyberry cookie, the 5-star one. So I'm happy I got the water and the wind one because they seem okay, but yeah, I would prefer to just get this water one and then get back into normal summons. And yeah, because if I'm going to get 4 stars, I'd like to get, you know, a wider variety of 4 stars and getting 10 of the same cookie unit that I'm not going to probably build anyway. Maybe the fire one's good. It is skill ups, I guess, too, for the water one. If I can pull the water one here, I would be just amazed if after 16,000 something mystical scrolls, if I couldn't get the other water cookie. That'd just be like, is it the water? Yes, it's finally the water one. Okay, so we're probably going to turn the rates off here, because again, I don't care too much about the 5 stars. I would like to get back into normal 5 stars and get some different things there, and just open up for the possibility of getting some different 4 stars that aren't just based on the cookie event here. Because in the first video, I was able to pull a Galleon, 3 Skogels, a Sabrina, and some other stuff. But now that we're into normal stuff here, and we can just do this, we should be able to pull the other 4 stars just faster. What I'm still missing is the Fire Twins. I would love a Shayna at least. If I don't get Maruna, at least Shayna would be super amazing for the account. Triana would be great. The snipers would be great. Emesity. I would love 2 Emesities if I could pull 2 of them for my Copper Bulldozer team. I think it's pretty safe to say Emesity is just the best unit to pair with those 2 for, you know, your guild content teams. I don't know what else you would slot in there, but Okay, Garo, nice. I guess if I got Talia from here, I probably wouldn't summon the exclusive summons. But at least if I don't get Talia, she is in there, and I'm basically guaranteed, based on the number of stones that I have, to get a Talia. So yeah, as long as I get the twins, I'm pretty happy. But yeah, I already do have Sabrina. Another Galleon would be awesome. 2 Galleons is the only thing better than 1 Galleon is 2, kind of a thing. Just, you can build so much around him and with him. And that is I think I have the fire and the water 1 samurais now. I think I have the fire and the wind succubus. So that's fun. Maybe we'll get all 3. Prefer not to, though. I prefer to just get other stuff. Yeah. Just other stuff. Gildong. You know, I actually got Wuchi. Wuchi was one of my first 4 stars. Too bad it's not Triana. Wuchi was one of my first 4 stars that I ever got in the game back in 2014, I'm pretty sure. And back then he still had the AoE, reducing attack bar to 0 of all enemies, so he was really good for TOA. And you know, like, it's funny that I thought was amazing back then was not even, like, he's not even talked about anymore. Literally nobody talks about Wuchi, because really it's like, you know, try to get Varad, I guess. Hope for Varad. Whoops. Yeah, okay, that's weird that happened, but try to get Varad. Try to get just something else. There's other units too, like the Light Paladin now is fusible, so you can use her to provoke stuff. And then the negating the enemy turn doesn't matter as much anyway, because you're only going to get skill 1 and it'll go out to the Light Paladin, that kind of a thing. But yeah, back in the day I thought Wuchi was just amazing, but even if I got him now, I wouldn't build him. Which, I don't know if he's that bad, though. I don't know if he's gotten a buff. I assume he has gotten a buff you know, over the years. You figure when something's 8 years old, I think pretty much every unit of the game is at a buff. Yeah, I think pretty much every unit of the game. I can't think of anything. I don't know if, like, the units like Perna and Zyros and Ciara, I don't know if they've ever been tweaked, nerfed, or buffed, but I think pretty much every unit has been touched in some way. Okay, so that is the wind one. I have the water one as well now. Not that I'm probably not going to build assassins anyway. I wouldn't mind getting the dark one. I'm pretty sure the dark one can hit really hard. She might have been a Hall of Heroes though. But not all Hall of Heroes are bad. Like, there's good Hall of Heroes units too. And nice, Triana. Awesome. Yeah, wow, that's... yeah, there's not a whole lot left on my wish list at this point for 4 stars. I would like another Lucian, actually. I only have the 1, so getting another Lucian would be really, really massive for this account. Then I can do, you know, then I have a Bernard, Kona, Lucian, or just a Kona. You can just make a really fast Kona Mia with in a Rang lead, and then with Lucian in the team. Awesome. He's good too. I'd like a Fire Anubis as well, but they're all pretty good. Is he Oblivion now? I think he Oblivions now in some way. I thought he Oblivioned. I don't know if now that I'm looking at it, I don't know if any of them do. Maybe I was just wrong there. Yeah, but yeah, I can't think of anything else in my top 10 list at this point that I need for 4 stars other than just the Shayna and Talia. So, doing pretty well. You know, as long as I get the Shayna from something here, I've got a bunch of Fire Scrolls left too. Obviously, I have a bunch of legendaries, but from those, you're really hoping for Nat 5s. You know, I think it's a 6% chance. I think it's a 6% chance from legendaries to get a Nat 5. So as many of them as you can pick up is just the best there anyway. But Shayna could, I guess, potentially come out of there, or the Fire Scrolls, or whatever. But yep. Awesome. I don't know if he's the one with the speed lead, but I'd love to get all. Maybe that's the fire one. That might be the fire one actually. I'd love to get all of them though, or at least the wind and the fire one. I don't know too much about the water one. Okay, he is the worst lead then. But I know the wind one hits pretty hard too. I guess all of them do, really, but yes, that's awesome. Actually, that's huge to get an Amesity there. is massive. Okay, we got him too. He's also in the exclusive summon, so maybe we can pick up Shayna and Talia too, or yeah. But a Messity, I definitely need one more Messity. And then I have Randy sitting at level 35 for the Copper Bulldozer team, but I can just turn that into food. Like, that's not that big of a deal. Realistically, like, there's nothing wrong with building units, earlier on in the game that you don't know too much about, but they look fun, and then maybe they don't turn out to be, or you don't want the unit anymore. And then as long as it's 5-starred, it's not like it's, it doesn't really matter if it's level 1 or level 35. You can use it to make a 6-star. Just, you don't want to just throw stuff away that's good, though, just to make 6 stars at the same time. So definitely want to be careful about that. But yeah, there's nothing wrong with just playing around with stuff, and so I don't feel bad about feeding the Randys. Yeah, that'll feel pretty decent to get rid of those and just get a solid team together. Because Randy isn't bad, but Draco too. Okay, so literally the only thing I need from exclusive summons at this point would be Talia. But the thing about Messity is just better. I'm pretty sure he fills up the attack bar of one of the Copper or the Bulldozer completely, and then puts the crit rate and defense buff on everyone. So he's definitely a very helpful unit. At that point, you can pretty much make one of the Coppers faster, maybe, or one of the Frankensteins faster, and then the other one, I guess, could technically be like +0 speed. I guess I don't know if that's super recommended, because you don't want the team to not work. You don't want something controlling Messity, and then your Bulldozer, your Copper just gets completely popped off the map, and then you only have one damage dealer left, and you're probably gonna lose, kind of a thing. Okay. Talking about things we got first, one of my first 3 stars was the Water Marshal Cat. 2014 was just a whole different time. Like, people that don't understand, people that didn't play in 2014, even into 15 too, like, they just don't, there's no comprehension of the way things were back then. The LD rates were like 1 out of 50 would be an at 5, but the scrolls were just not there. You had it was so hard to get scrolls. So any 3 stars you got when you were new to the game, it was like, oh yeah, this looks good. You could totally use this. I was building literally every 3-star that I got, like the Fire, the Tagros, the Fire Inferno. I think I had a Michelle too. I think I built like a Khan, a Wind, or the Fire, no, the Water Griffin, just literally everything. The Water Marshal Cat. So I was like, it must all be good. Same thing with the Water Fairy and Seek and Royd and stuff like that. Like, just everything you got, you pretty much build because you just didn't know any better. Yeah, and then you found out the game was about runes pretty quickly. It didn't take real long. When I started though, I thought it was all about the level. I thought it was like, the runes are just like an add-on thing, because it was just not like a game I'd ever played before. I played Clash of Clans. Nice. Awesome. I played Clash of Clans, though. I actually still play Clash of Clans. I just picked it back up again. But yeah, I'd only known base builders. I think Boom Beach had come out. Boom Beach came out after Summoner's War did. So I think I tried Summoner's War in August. Oh, yes. Awesome. Fantastic Nat 5 right there. I think I tried this in August of 2014. I'm pretty sure that's when I started playing. Maybe really late July is possible as well, but definitely by August. I knew I was playing the game in August of 2014. Just thinking back, and yeah, I was just like, I just need to level stuff up, and because that's why I'm failing in arena. That's why I can't do B6. Yeah, I just need to level stuff up, and then I didn't even understand elements back then. I'm pretty sure I just didn't get elements. I remember looking at that first account. I deleted it now. I don't have my very first account anymore, but it had the Water Polar Queen, so Alicia, whatever you want to say. And it had Juno, and it had some other things too. And I was trying to run Giants B8 with Juno and Alicia and Chasun, like Shannon in something else. it was just a train wreck. It was a total train wreck. But that's just, I don't know, maybe for players that are OGs to the game, like if you guys can relate, or if you're like, wow, that dude had no idea what he was doing. But yeah, that's just what it was for me. I thought I just needed to level up the highest level stuff that I was getting, and that the game would, then the game would get easier. But yeah, that's kind of when I started just making different accounts. I would play one thing for 6 months and then stop, and I'd come in and out of the game too, and just make different accounts and just see how things would go with that. I think I still have my second main account, like the second account that I ever made, and it has a pretty nice arena team. It has Ciara, Galleon, Bernard, and Lagmarin. So that team was always really fun to me. I'd love to recreate that on this account too. I think this account has better runes. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I've done, I think, a lot more runs of dungeons on this account. But yeah, Ciara, Lagmarin are like, have a close place in my heart. There's Wuchi. There's the storage stick boy. He's not even bad though. He's like, actually, if you pull him right away in the first couple weeks, he can really, really help you in TOA. Like, it's no joke. He will carry you through TOA like a Varad. Like, he's a mini Varad. So his skills are attacks all enemies by playing the magic flute and sets their attack bar to 0. In addition, decreases the skill cooldown of all allies by 1 turn. So that's an addition to the skill. It used to just be that it would set the attack bar to 0. This skill attacks all enemies 2 times with a sandstorm and decreases the attack bar by 30% with a 30% chance. So potentially 60%, but also potentially no effect at all. But really good on Despair. So he can still legitimately help accounts, but there really is a ton of stuff out there available for people to use. And I would say that even the Light Paladin is probably just better. Even with that skill cooldown, 1 turn off for all allies. Like I think Jean is probably just better. Okay, haven't gotten one of him yet. I'd probably use the water one, maybe. I think the wind one is a bomber too. He does bombs, yeah. So he's probably usable too. I don't know why Molaka gets more play than Taurus does for the Kobold bombers. I don't know if it's a passive thing or whatever the third skill is the difference, but or maybe it's like even a base attack power thing. Maybe Molaka just has slightly higher base attack power, and then it's like you might as well just use that one. Just do more bomb damage. I don't know though. Maybe they're both equally as usable. Another Robo. I'd like to get all the Robos. I don't know if any of them are good. But yeah, they seem interesting. I pulled one yesterday, and it said that it self-destructs and does damage based on enemy max HP. So I feel like that would be, or based on his own max HP. He self-destructs and does damage to the enemies based on his own max HP. So I feel like you could just, do, HP full, 2 energy sets and a will set, and just set that skill off right away, and he could be like a cleaver. But he must not be able to do that because nobody talks about him, or he's just super underrated. I don't know. I don't even know which one that was for the Robos, if it was the wind, water, or fire, but yeah, I thought it was the water one. But yeah, it seems like it could be really strong. Oh, you're the wrong color. That's my second Karak. Second Karak, but I do have a Galleon and a Barq now as well, which the Karaks and the Barqs are 100% food. Huahi's actually awesome. This is she's actually going to get built specifically for the Wind Rift Beast. Yeah, she's nutty in there. Yeah, I'm actually pretty excited about that one. That's a big pickup. I know I've heard too. She's like a weaker version of a Messity for the Copper Bulldozer team, I feel like. I don't see her used pretty much ever. Yeah, I have fought one in a guild battle defense in the last 265 days. Like, one time ever on this account, I've actually faced one of them. No, I was Elisa. Yeah. No, I was wrong. It was, yeah, it was Lisa, not an Olivia. Yeah, so she's just not used. Too bad. That's how a lot of units are, though. You know, even when the game was in a state where we had half the units that we do now, you know, even back then it was still, a lot of the 3-stars were still trash. You still were not using them. And it just was what it was. It's the fire one. Awesome, awesome. Pretty sure he's the one with the speed lead. So that's definitely huge to get one of those. So I think I just need the water one. I'm sure the water one is good too. But I know the fire one is great because of the speed lead. Okay. Just checking to make sure. Yep, he does have the speed lead there. So he's going to be fun. What a fun concept to add to the game, though. I feel like that was definitely one of the units that is newer. That I feel like they put real thought into it, and they're super fun to watch. They're not super fun to play against when you get sniped. Okay, another Shimate, he's a great unit too. It's, you know, it's pretty awful when you're getting obliterated by one, you know, but he's actually really fun to watch. What he does, all of them, all of the snipers, because single target damage has always been something that's been kind of looked down upon, unless you're a bruiser. Single target damage is kind of strange. There have always been exceptions like Stella, the water assassin, stuff like Verde Heal and Tricolor. The whole Tricolor team obviously is single target damage, but that's abusing a different mechanic in the game. Yes, awesome, awesome, awesome. So that is Shayna there. That is a huge pull. Nice. Another. I think that might be my first platy. I don't know if that's my first or second platy. That is a huge pull. I would still love to pick up the Fire Boomerang Warrior. Awesome, that's a skill up. Okay, that's also a skill up. I think I've gotten 4 of Beretta now. I talked about him in the last video too. He was always thought about being built for TOA, and then I never ended up even fusing him. I'd love a Fire Hypno-Meow as well. Manx seems really strong to me. I know he doesn't get much play. You know, you see on YouTube a lot of people, pretty much every YouTuber is trying to, I mean, really it's about views. I don't know that a lot of people really think the new unit is actually going to be good or bad or whatever. But everyone on YouTube builds them. The people that are late game, I have obviously not been able to build anything because I haven't been able to summon, but you know, they test stuff and it looks really fun, and I wish that they would do more. Like, I could see more videos of more diverse teams, because, and I know that some of them try. I know some other YouTubers like really actually do try to do diverse content, but it's not their fault that a lot of the units in the game like just aren't good. Like, you simply come back to a core amount of units that you know are really good, and that you can put other stuff with them that's actually kind of bad, but the showcase is about the bad unit. But then the units that are really good are what's carrying the team. But, you know, that's not like it's their fault. Again, like, it's just, you know, a lot of the units in the game are just outdated. Even by CompTIA standards within this game, just this game alone, no other games, you know, no other mechanics in other games being talked about. Just this game, there are a lot of units that are just super underwhelming. There's a lot of things that you just can't use. But that's how it is in every gacha game. There's a bunch of stuff that you just can't use. That's my second one of him. I saw that the Water Poison Master can actually be used in a really fast Giants team. I'll have to check out that and see if that's worth building, but I think for the most part the dot team is typically what pretty much everyone does anyway. Regardless of whatever fun speed teams people find, I think most people just go back to what they know is going to work. So yeah, I think we've pulled a lot of the units that we wanted. I think that's all 3 succubuses as well. You know, a Hall of Heroes unit that I would not mind pulling is actually the light succubus. She's actually really good, I think, personally, and something that could actually be of value on this account, like for a fun sleeping team, because the more succubuses you have on the team, and the faster they are, with more accuracy, more crit rate, more crit damage, it's really hard to defend that. You know, if I could get something like a Juno or a Praha, and then just send 3 succubuses into a team. That'll actually work against a lot of teams. Just stripping stuff, and then sleeping everything. Yeah, the sleeping stuff. It's only happened to me once or twice in this account. I think once. There was one time that I saw there was a double succubus team. I think it was the light and the wind one, or the wind and the fire one. And I got completely wrecked. And it was kind of a good experience, though, because then you find out that, hey, this is actually really good and awesome. That is the water one. That is all 3 snipers. But sometimes it's good to get wrecked because you find out that stuff is actually really good. Even though, sleeping is seen as just weaker than stunning and freezing, and obviously it is, because when you sleep something, you can wake it up. But when you have units that hit stuff and they don't wake up sleeping units, awesome. So I just need the fire one now. Super happy to get the water and the wind one there. Another Beretta. Very cool. More food for Shimate. But yeah, when you kind of... What was I talking about? The sleep meta, yeah. When you find out stuff, then you get wrecked, and it's kind of cool. But yeah, the sleeping stuff seems really strong. I don't know. There are some units that do some things. Did I just see lightning? I think lightning actually... I feel like I saw the lightning while I was going into the summoning portal. Okay, 3 lightning in a row, another galleon. That is really, really good. Really, really good. I was hoping for 2, and now we have 2. There's a ton of lightning in this one. I think that's the third and last robo that I was hoping to get as well. Ton of lightning in this, though. Nice. I didn't know you could still get the cookie stuff even with the SP summons off, so that's kind of cool. Wow, this was quite the 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 were lightning. That is quite the pool there. Okay, another sniper. I guess I should check the island. I feel like I can see the lightning from like up the... I've gone through over 1,000 scrolls now when I finally noticed that. Wow. Anyway, I should probably just look out for that, I guess. There's only there's like 250 left, I think. There's mystical scrolls, and then there is also... Okay, cool, I got the water one. Now I just need the fire one. I think there's 250 mystical scroll level scrolls, so 140 here, and then 122 there. So 200 and I did it again. 262. 262 left, I think. Shihua is literally just a leader skill. If anyone was wondering about the nine-tailed foxes, they are leader skills. They aren't much else. I know Chami, was it the light one? I think the light nine-tailed fox is actually used in super endgame guild content, or at least it was before they did the change. Back when it was just guild siege stuff, I know that she was in a lot of teams. I wonder what those top players are doing now, because I think the World Guild Battle is only like... Do you only get 5 attacks now? You used to get 10. I'm wondering if you only get 5 attacks now, or if you can attack 2 different bases, or how that works. Aster. I totally forgot about her. That's huge. I actually needed her desperately for the Necropolis team. Now that means that I have all of the PvE content completely good to go. I can't believe I forgot about Aster. It's a good thing I have a ridiculous amount of scrolls, because, yeah, wow, Aster, that's like definitely like a top 10 game changer. Not like necessarily a top 10, like this is amazing, but just for the specific content that she's in, which is Necropolis B12, she's borderline irreplaceable, and I have tried replacing her, by the way. Lapis and the Wind one. It's not the same thing. I don't know. Obviously, the passive on Aster makes her do a lot more damage, but it feels like it's even more than that. Like, it's almost like they do a fourth of the damage, like a quarter. Something about Aster's passive. I wonder if that calculates a little higher than just double. But yeah, Aster's a great unit. Great unit. That'll instantly speed up. Like now I have her competing for the Vampire set 2. I had another one too. I have the Fire Neostone Fighter, Ryans. I would love to build him. Now Garrow too, and Skogul. Now they're all fighting for Vampire gear. Skogul is great on Violent as well, obviously. But yeah, now they're all fighting for vampire gear, so that's kind of interesting, isn't it? Yeah, I need to make my Lucian better too. Awesome. All right, looks like we're not doing stones, guys. That is really fantastic right there. What a beaut. What a beaut. With 90 mystical scrolls left. Another Anubis. So all I'm missing now is Kamoon. I can't think of anything else. I really can't think of any other 4 stars that I want at this point other than Chasun, Kamoon, and Manx. I think those are kind of my 3, and then one more Lucian as well. So there's 4 more 4 stars that I'm looking for. I think it's my 11th. I'm dead serious. I literally think I have 11 of those. I will check after I'm through the mystical scrolls here, but yeah. Oh, she's new actually. Okay, so says I had not pulled her yet, so that's very cool. Oh, I need a Freya as well. I guess there's 5 of them. I need a Freya for the solo R5 team that I saw. Because of her passive, I mean, it's really good. Like, Freya for that solo R5 team will literally keep an entire team alive just because she died, which is, again, just it's amazing. To not have to have runes on something and it completely heals the rest of your team is, it's great. Okay, another Shayna. That's probably a skill up. I don't know why I would need 2. I don't know if I'd pulled her yet, so that's cool. I don't think I need 2 Shaynas. I don't know why I would need 2 Shaynas. You can't use 2 of them in any content together anyway, other than Necropolis and Dragons, I guess? I don't know. Are people... I wonder, is there a twin team that's faster? If you guys are watching, is there a twin team that is faster with... Is there a twin team that is faster? Yes! Yes, she's so good. She's so good. Ciara is so good. That's awesome. She is, again, a unit that has touched my heart. It's not just because of the way she's dressed. She is just so good. That leader skill, the bomb. That's awesome right there. That's cool. And then at least there's a new 4-star too. So yeah, massive pull there. Oh, she's a beauty. Oh, she's a beauty. I have she should be a song should be dedicated to her. It's an 80s song, or it might be a 70s song too. It's called "She's a Beauty" by The Tubes. If you guys have not heard this song is so good. Yeah, I'm not gonna sing any of it for you. That's not the kind of channel this is. But yeah, definitely check out "She's a Beauty" by The Tubes if you haven't heard it. It is. That song is so good, and it is so much about Ciara. Okay, awesome. Orochi too, so that's all of the ninjas I have. He's not, I don't think he's any good. I'm just gonna feed him. I want to do a poll, actually. I want to do a poll where it's who's the best ninja besides Garo, and then obviously just put, Orochi. Yes, that's awesome too. I'm getting everything I need right here in the final stretch. Who's the better ninja though? Excluding Garo. Is it, Orochi, Susanoo, Han, or Jin? I think Jin is the light one. Jin. Which one's the best one? Awesome, Maruna. Bunch of stuns now. Bunch of stuns for something. Yeah, I've gotten so many of the things that I wanted at this point. Okay, I think she's new at least. So we're filling up the collection, we're catching them all. I guess I should talk about 5 stars. I should start talking about what 5 stars I want. I've talked a lot about the Nat 4s that I want. But yeah, for Nat 5s, Ciara and Bastet were at the top of the list, literally top 3 for me. Or maybe like top 5 for Ciara, but Bastet is literally between number 1 and number 2 for me in the entire game for a Nat 5. Excluding the LD5s, I'd love to get LD5s too. Of course, everybody wants to see that, but and everyone wants to have one. But yeah, like the Nat 5s I want. I love a Leo. A Leo, I feel like would be really, really amazing for the account. He's obviously fantastic for Labyrinth. He is great for Arena. He enables you to be not having the highest rune quality in RTA, but because you have him in there, you can pick 4 other units that synergize super well together. And then if they ban the Leo, then you have sort of a different team there. He's kind of an auto ban at some levels, but also if he does get through, then you can try to synergize the units around him as well. So, and just in basic arena where you control everything anyway, like he's great. But yeah, the Labyrinth teams would be awesome for him too. Because I also have a Nana. Yes, guys, I'm getting everything I need. The first video, my rates were insane. In this video, I think the rates are even more insane. Like, the 4 stars, I think, were slightly below for the first video, or maybe they were on track. You know, when you over 1,000 scrolls, it's hard to know. Jameer, too, nice, awesome. Yeah, wow. Jameer's great, too. I can use him to build a Katarina team, I think, for a solo BJR5 team. I could actually change the solo team that I'm doing now with a Jameer. And a second Lucian, guys, that's all you need to do. You just need to play the game for 9 months and save up like 2,000 scrolls, and you'll get everything that you want. Except for that, you'll still want a bunch of other stuff, but you'll get everything that you want. Yeah, Jameer's great. Jameer's really good. A Varad would have been cool too if I could get a Varad from a legendary. That'd be awesome. Because then I can build the Soul Shot Wind Homunculus. I have him on a different build right now. But now that I have Bastet, I can build a Mav. I've gotten like a million frickin' Mavs here. I can build a Mav and a Bastet to frontline everything except for the Fire Beast. Or not the Fire Beast, the Wind Beast. And then there's a Mav now. But I can build those 2 to frontline. I can build the Water Twins and Shayna to do a bunch of damage. And then probably Crow in that last slot. And that team literally works for everything except for the Wind Beast. And I do have a Hua He now for the Wind Beast. I do have Orion. I do have Garo now. So I've definitely got options for the Wind Beast now as well. Hua He is so good for that dungeon. So is Garo, but because Garo's good everywhere. But Hua He is really, really good for that dungeon. Okay, nice fusion unit, but you know, I don't know that I need vampires unless I was to pull like a Julian or a Cadiz here. I feel like vampires are pretty much just straight food. I think, yeah, I don't, because I already have Vertiheal. I could actually hold on to that stuff and skill up a second Vertiheal. I do need to do a second Vertiheal for PvP content. That's like what the game becomes. You have to build all this stuff for PvE and get through PvE, and then you have to build 10 times more units. You have to build like 150 units for your PvP teams just to use 4 of them in Arena. Like, you have so many different teams you put together eventually. But it's all good. Like, that's an enjoyable part of the game, just continuing to farm and do different things there. And okay, I don't know if I had pulled her yet. I pulled one of them. The lightning seemed kind of longer there for me. I don't know if it was for anyone else, but I was like, the lightning seems kind of long. This could be like a Nat 6, or at least a Nat 5. Okay, and another Olivia. Another storage warrior. Totally cool with me, though. And we can hit these up. We can do the first 3 here. And just get through these. And then we can go into times 10. So, yeah, I mean, only Freya here. I feel like Freya's kind of the only thing. Okay, awesome, more skill ups. But I feel like Freya is like the only unit at this point that it's like, okay, I could really use probably a Freya. Oh, and a Manx as well. The Hypnomeow. Oh, and Kamoon. They're all fire units that I need. They're all the only fire 4 stars that the only 4 stars that I want left are fire. So that's cool. So maybe we can pick one of those 3 up here. Not that that's, you know, statistically likely, but maybe I could pick one of them up. I don't know if I would need Freya at that point if I have a Jameer. If I have a Katarina Jameer team. I guess technically it's a Katarina Kabezanuf, but awesome, more skill ups. Yeah, I feel like it's called. I thought it was. No, I know Jameer was in that team. She's actually my first Rune Blacksmith. They were super OP when they came out, I thought, because they had these Bazonker passives. Creates a shield too. Yeah, her whole and stun stuff. So these things are really... If you guys are fighting Rune Blacksmiths, don't let them get a turn, like, flat out. That's kind of what I've learned about them. If they get a turn, you're probably not going to be in a good place. At least one of the light and the dark ones, I think, are both pretty nasty, but one of the normal element ones is pretty nasty, too. Awesome, yes, Kamoon. That is fantastic. Now, yeah, I'd probably prefer the Manx over the Freya, but I'll take a Freya, you know, because I want one, too. Kamoon is huge, though. Kamoon... Another speed lead for guild battles. When you're free to play for 9 months, and you summon 0 scrolls for 9 months, like you just have no other units. You are like, I was considering building a Chamomir just to have a speed lead for stuff. Not that a Chamomir is terrible, but there's just a lot of better stuff out there, and there's just better 4-star speed leads. And now I have 2 of them. I also have Shimate for arena speed leads as well. And now I have Ciara too, who is just a better Nat 5 win speed lead. She's general content too, but she's typically just going to be in... I guess she's in Guild Wars too. Yeah, she's in Guild Wars too. She's so good. Perna would be great too. Because if I pulled a Perna, then I would have Ciara, Orion, Perna for a guild team. And that is... It's a really old guild team, but it's so hard for like middle game. Even late game players struggle with it a lot. In the end game, I've never even seen it in the end game because they kind of laugh at that stuff. That's like a free win for them, because they have multiple different counters to the same team. But you know, even in the late game, like it's still super strong to have Ciara, Orion, and Perna. Like the team complements each other super well. None of those 3 ever want to stop violent procking either. So they're great there. They're great. I've never had I never pulled a Perna. I've never pulled a Perna before. This is my second Ciara. So very happy about that. I'm happy for her to follow me from account to account, but yep, I've not pulled a Perna before. Again, I have literally pulled all 3 of these. This is Fusion, but I've pulled these 4 already. I really just wanted Draco too, but Garo and Talia were the most important. I don't care about these. Tyrannus is cool, but even next week, I mean, Feng Yan, Laika, and the water one, Praha. These 3 are completely disgusting. If I was to pull, I would probably pull here. Like, this is a super solid week. I might actually pull and make just a different video for that, because they're very good. So at this point we have LDs left and legendaries and all attribute scroll for a legendary, and then transcendence. So I think I'll do these first. I'll do these first, yeah. LDs are super precious. Is that another? Oh, that's new too. That's the wind one. Cool. Very cool. I don't know too much of what she does, but I'm sure she's okay. The wind ones are never talked about. Not that I have to say that, because everyone knows that the wind ones are just not talked about. What do I want anymore, though? It's like I want... yeah, the 4-star list has definitely gone down. Manx, again. And then Amesity. A second Amesity would be really good. I think it's a 3rd Lucian, so... amazingly, you can actually use all 3. So that's definitely not a bad pull, but definitely looking for 5 stars here. We can pick up one of those. Okay, at least he's new. Just new stuff, too, is good. Just filling up all those pages in the monster collection is good. Okay, I think I'd gotten him before. Okay, hopefully we can get 2 Nat 5s from the legendaries. Maybe 3. Really, I'm shooting for 3, but at this point it might be better to just shoot for 2 and, you know, be a little more realistic. Okay, another Kyle. That's cool. He doesn't take... yeah, you can't see the skill ups from there. Hopefully he doesn't take too many skill ups if I do decide to build one of those. Okay, he's new. The Water Lich is new, so that's good too. Oh, Antares. I totally forgot. I haven't even pulled an Antares on this account yet. He would be another super AIDS unit for people to have to fight against in Arena. So that'd be great to throw in there and just, you know, kind of meme it out. Oh, you could have been the fire one. You could have been better by being the fire one. Dang, I feel like it's time for a Nat 5 here. Do you guys know what I mean? I feel like it's really time for a Nat 5. Not that I can complain because my rates are actually really high for the mystical scrolls and the elemental scrolls and whatever, but you know, these are legendaries. You kind of do expect to get a Nat 5 eventually. Okay. Okay, he's not bad. At least he's new. Ravidi actually isn't a bad unit. I don't know where I would use him, because I already have a BJR5 team, but yeah. Ah, you could have been fire too. They're trolling me. I've gotten 3 Liches now, and none of them are Antares. I'm getting super trolled. I've gotten every gargoyle. Make one of those a Rakan. Like, give me something here. Oh, at least it's a skill up. At least that's a skill up. Like, some of the other stuff is just, I mean, unless you want to skill up your storage warriors, it's not going to do anything. That's just another skill up too. Nat 5s, please. Oh my goodness. Everybody's farmer. Okay, literally just one. Literally just one Nat 5 from all these legendaries. Come to us. Don't let the luck run dry now. Oh! Oh, they did me dirty. They have done me dirty here. I'm out of mana stones. Alright. Alright. Kids at home, if you're watching this, this is just something adults do sometimes. It's wrong. You know, we all know it's wrong. But when you're an adult, you can get away with a lot of things, right? So, nobody saw that. Yep, nobody saw me do that. That was, you know, that was a private moment. and we can keep moving here. I knew I was going to run out of mana. I started with 19 million, and I was like, I need like 22, 23 million to get through these. Okay, if I got through 27, I think I had 27 legendaries, and if all I get is a fake 5-star, that would be amazing. Oh my goodness, is that actually going to happen? Yo, I'm one away. Okay, wow, the last one. Of course, the very last legendary. And he's a pretty good one, too. If I was going to get any of these, he was at the very top of the list for these ones. This dude is totally disgusting. Totally nasty, so I'm actually happy with that. Let's see about the legendary all attribute scroll. Of course, we're looking for an LD5 here. Why wouldn't we be? And it is a Sabrina, so that's a skill up, but she's very, very, very good. So that's cool. We got 3 of those, and then we have 51 light dark scrolls. So if you have made it this far in the video, or if you have skipped to this part of the video, welcome to the LD scrolls. Please subscribe to the channel, though. It helps me out a ton. You know, liking, commenting, interacting with me, and subscribing. Like, those are the biggest things. They help me a ton, guys. So a shameless little plug there for myself. Before we get into the LDs, definitely subscribe though if you are not yet. If I can talk today. So from these, I'm looking for Ashir and Jultan and Miho, and then any LD Lightning that I can pick up as well. Of course, is always awesome. So, okay, Jultan, that is actually a massive pickup. He's a fantastic unit. So yeah, again, Ashir and Miho, and then otherwise I don't know that there's anything else I particularly need in terms of 3-stars from here. But, you know, whatever. Okay, so we're through the first 10, and at least we got a Jultan. So that is good. No lightning yet, though. We would love to see some lightning here at comp to us. LD lightning is literally all I want to see right now. The light high elemental is actually going to be pretty good too. It's not the kind of 4-star I was looking for, but okay. The bounty hunters are decent too. The light and dark bounty hunters, I could actually use a copy of both of those and see how that could go. But otherwise, again, like just lightning here, like all I want is LD lightning. For 4-stars, I mean just the basic ones, Iris, Molly, Kinky are at the top of that list. Okay, another Jultan. I would love a shear here as well, though. Okay, so we're right about at that point where we should be getting a lightning here. Okay, we do have the light bounty hunter, so that's cool. But yeah, we should be getting... Oh, okay, awesome. Please be an At5. Oh my god! Let's go! Let's go! He's the best! Oh my god, he's so good! My first LD5 ever, guys! Whoa! Oh my god. He's so good, you guys! Sorry to earbud listeners too. He's so good, you guys. He's so good. Yo. Oh my god. Wow. This is 8 years in the making. It is August 31st today. I started playing this game 8 years ago, and my first LD5. Finally, I got an LD5, and he's so good. He is such a good one. Oh. Yo. So good. You guys. Oh. He's so good. I've waited so long to get an LD5. Yo, at least we're getting some good 3 stars here too. If that was the only landing I got, this Dark Stringmaster Nagong, I cannot complain. He was one of those units at the very, very top of the list. When I started, before I started recording, I was like, if I could get like a Leo and a Nagong, that'd be amazing. Oh my goodness. Another one, and she's broken. She's completely broken. Yo, this is so amazing to get this stuff. This is what I'm telling you guys. You just have to save for 9 months. Do not summon a single scroll, and you will get everything that you wanted. Whoops. Let's keep her pushing there. Yo, what if I got a Molly on the last one, though? What if I got a Molly? Okay. Okay, wow. And a Miho. Let's go, guys. That is so hype. That is so hype. Okay, totally cool. Totally cool. Wow. 2 LD5s in the same summoning session, I've been waiting so long to get one. And those are 2 really, really good ones, too. Anything from here is totally amazing. A Leo would be great. Anything is cool, though. She's awesome. She can solo stuff. She can do amazing things. She's a very strong one, the Fire Unicorn. Okay. Another dupe. I've gotten 2 dupes in this summoning session. 2 Bastets and then 2 of those Wind Mages. So, what do we get? Awesome. At least it's new. At least it is a new one. I don't know how good he is. Wow. Let's see what we get from the efforts too. And to Sarian. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I've gotten all 3 of them now then. Yo. Hate you. Love you, Lala Mama. I'd be mad too. I would be mad too. A Nagong and a Dark Paladin here. Wow, wow, wow. I've saved for so long. Let's see what my guildmates are saying. They aren't even online right now. Yeah, so many LDs. This is basically, this whole channel right now is just my summoning. I've gotten so many different things. Yeah. What's up, Lush? Anyway, wow, okay. I feel like I just ran like 10 miles. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment, do all that stuff. I'm so hyped right now. You know, I love all of you for coming out, and I'll see everybody in the next video.